Breaking news out of Washington. The U.S. Treasury has just made it official, and it's sending shockwaves across America. Millions of SSI and SSDI recipients are about to see a major change in their payment schedule. Some will get paid earlier, others could face delays if they don't act fast. So, what exactly is happening? When does it start? And how will it affect your next check? Stay with us because in the next few minutes, we're uncovering everything you need to know about the government's biggest Social Security shakeup in years and what you must do right now to make sure you don't miss a single dollar. The U.S. Treasury Department has just made it official, and the news is making waves across the country. A major change is coming to the payment schedule for millions of Americans who rely on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI benefits. After months of rumors, speculation, and waiting, the Treasury has finally confirmed what so many seniors, disabled Americans, and low-income recipients have been anxious to know: a major shift in how and when payments will be delivered. This move is being described as one of the biggest administrative updates to the benefit system in more than a decade, and it's expected to impact nearly every household that depends on monthly government checks to survive. From new payment dates to changes in the way money is delivered, this update affects everyone from retirees to people with disabilities. Let's break down exactly what the Treasury and Social Security Administration have confirmed, how it will impact beneficiaries, and what you need to do to avoid missing your next payment. For years, the Social Security Administration has followed a strict schedule to deliver payments. SSDI and regular Social Security checks have been issued based on the recipient's birth date, typically on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of each month. Meanwhile, SSI payments have been sent out on the first of every month, but that long-standing routine is about to change slightly due to official Treasury rules taking full effect by the end of 2025. According to the latest announcement, starting September 30th, 2025, the Treasury will completely eliminate paper checks for all Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients. This means that anyone who still receives a paper check in the mail will have to switch to electronic payments, either through direct deposit into their bank account or through a direct express debit card. The goal, according to officials, is to make payments faster, more secure, and more efficient. But while that sounds simple enough, the change has created some confusion among beneficiaries who are used to their monthly paper checks. The Treasury says this shift is necessary because mailing paper checks has become slower, less reliable, and more expensive. With rising mail theft and delivery delays, many people have missed or received their benefit checks late. The new rule ensures that everyone gets their money on time, every time, through electronic transfer. Direct deposit means your payment will land directly in your bank account on your scheduled date. No waiting for the mailman, no risk of losing the envelope, and no more trips to cash your check. For those without a bank account, the government will continue offering the Direct Express card, a secure debit card that automatically receives your payment each month. It works like any regular debit card. You can withdraw cash, make purchases, or pay bills directly. Officials say the change is meant to protect beneficiaries and modernize the payment system for the digital era, but that's not all. There's also a major calendar twist coming for SSI recipients. Because of how weekends fall in 2025, October will be a unique month with a double payment. Normally, SSI payments are made on the first day of each month. However, when the first day of a month lands on a weekend or holiday, payments are sent out early on the last business day before it. This year, November 1st falls on a Saturday. That means the SSI payment that would have gone out in November will instead be sent early on October 31st, 2025. In other words, SSI recipients will receive two payments in October. One on October 1st for October's benefits, and another on October 31st for November's benefits. But here's the important part. There will be no SSI payment in November because it's being prepaid at the end of October. This is not a bonus or an extra check. It's simply an advance based on the calendar. Still, it's something that catches many people off guard each year. So, knowing the schedule helps avoid confusion. Meanwhile, SSDI and retirement beneficiaries will continue to receive payments according to their usual schedule based on birth dates. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you'll get your check on the second Wednesday. If it falls between the 11th and 20th, you'll get it on the third Wednesday. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on the fourth Wednesday. Those who have been receiving benefits since before 1997, or who also receive SSI, will continue to get their payment on the third of each month. What's changing is not the day, but the delivery method. The Treasury is pushing everyone to go paperless, emphasizing that this will reduce fraud, lost mail, and delays. The Treasury statement also points out that over 98% of Social Security beneficiaries already receive their payments electronically, and the remaining 2% who still rely on paper checks must make the switch by the deadline. If they don't, they could face disruptions or delays in receiving their benefits. The government has made it clear that there will be no exceptions. After September 30th, paper checks will no longer be issued. Instead, those who haven't transitioned will automatically be enrolled in the Direct Express Card program to ensure they still receive their money safely. Officials say the move will save taxpayers millions of dollars each year in printing, postage, and administrative costs. For many Americans, this update is a long overdue modernization of an outdated system. However, not everyone is happy about the change. Some older recipients, especially those in rural areas without easy access to banks or reliable internet, are concerned about the transition. Many have said they trust a paper check in their hand more than a digital deposit they can't see. The Treasury has responded by assuring the public that support teams will be available to help seniors and disabled individuals make the switch. They're also working with community centers, local banks, and social service offices to assist people in setting up electronic payments before the deadline. Security experts are applauding the move, noting that direct deposit and the Direct Express card are far safer than paper checks. Stolen mail has become an increasing issue in recent years, and thieves often target benefit checks. By switching to digital payments, the Treasury aims to eliminate that risk. Additionally, electronic transfers are processed faster, ensuring recipients get their funds exactly on time. This also helps the government manage payments more efficiently, reducing the number of lost or delayed checks that have to be reissued each year. While the elimination of paper checks is the biggest operational change, many recipients are more focused on what these updates mean for their monthly payment amounts and timing. Some have misunderstood online rumors claiming that payment dates are being permanently changed. That's not true. The Treasury's decision affects how payments are delivered, not the actual payment schedule. The SSA has confirmed that there are no permanent changes to the SSDI or Social Security Wednesday schedules. The only temporary variation comes from the calendar quirk affecting SSI in October and November. Beyond that, the pattern remains the same. However, recipients should double-check their bank information to make sure there are no issues when payments go electronic only later in the year. This new change is part of a broader modernization push by the U.S. Treasury and Social Security Administration. Officials say it's the largest upgrade since the agency began offering electronic payments back in 2011. That earlier transition moved most beneficiaries to direct deposit, but a small portion of the population never switched over. Now, with growing concerns over mail theft and delays at the Postal Service, the government says it's time to complete the process fully. Treasury officials emphasized that the Direct Express card will remain free to use for receiving payments, and fees will only apply for certain optional transactions like overseas ATM withdrawals. The Treasury also clarified another important detail. Switching to electronic payments will not change anyone's benefit amount. The only difference is how you receive your funds. For example, if you currently get $1,200 a month in SSI, SSDI, or Social Security retirement benefits, that amount will remain the same. You'll just receive it through your chosen electronic method instead of a mailed check. Officials urge everyone to contact the Social Security Administration immediately if they still get paper checks. To avoid any last-minute rush before the September 2025 deadline, Beneficiaries can update their information online at SSA.gov, by phone or in person, at their local Social Security office. It's also worth noting that this change will help prevent common problems like stolen checks, late mail, or delays caused by holidays. Once your benefits are switched to direct deposit or direct express, the funds will be available early on the morning of your payment date. For people who depend on these payments for rent, medication, and groceries, that reliability can make a big difference. It also means that if your payment day falls on a weekend or federal holiday, the deposit will be made on the last business day before it, ensuring no delay. In addition to the new delivery rules, there are also ongoing discussions in Congress about future adjustments to the Social Security cost of living increase, or COLA, for 2026. While that's a separate issue, Treasury officials note that having a fully electronic system will make it easier to implement COLA increases quickly and accurately in the future. In previous years, paper check recipients sometimes waited days or even weeks longer for their updated benefit amounts due to printing and mailing delays. That will no longer be the case under the digital-only system. As with any major change, misinformation has spread online, causing confusion among beneficiaries. Some posts have falsely claimed that payments will be delayed or that certain groups will lose eligibility. Treasury officials have strongly denied these claims, confirming that no one is losing their benefits or having payment dates pushed back. The only real changes are the move to electronic delivery and the calendar shift causing October's double SSI payment. Everything else remains the same. The Treasury has also advised people to be cautious of scams during this transition period. Fraudsters often take advantage of big government announcements to trick recipients into giving away their Social Security numbers or banking details. Officials stress that neither the Treasury nor the SSA will ever call, text, or email you asking for personal information. All updates and account changes must be done directly through official government channels. Across the nation, millions of seniors and disabled individuals are now preparing for the switch. Community centers are organizing information sessions to help people understand the process. Banks and credit unions are also stepping in, offering free help to set up direct deposit accounts for beneficiaries. For many, it's an opportunity to modernize their finances and gain peace of mind knowing their payments will always arrive safely. However, for those without easy internet access or who are uncomfortable with technology, this change can feel overwhelming. That's why advocacy groups are urging family members and caregivers to assist older relatives in setting up their electronic payment options well before the deadline. The Treasury's goal, according to officials, is to make the payment process simpler, faster, and safer for everyone. The move also aligns with the government's larger effort to make all federal payments digital, including veterans' benefits, federal tax refunds, and other support programs. By going completely paperless, the Treasury says it can save millions in taxpayer dollars every year while reducing fraud and errors. For beneficiaries, it means one less thing to worry about. No lost checks, no waiting in line at the bank, and no uncertainty about when your money will arrive. In the coming weeks, the Social Security Administration plans to send reminder letters and emails to everyone who still receives paper checks outlining how to make the switch. They're also launching a public awareness campaign to ensure no one misses the September 30th, 2025 deadline. The message is clear. To keep your benefits flowing without interruption, you must be enrolled in electronic payments before the cutoff date. The process is quick and can be done online in just a few minutes. Once you've switched, your payments will continue as usual, and you won't have to worry about any future mail delays or missing checks. As October approaches, SSI recipients should also mark their calendars to remember the double payment schedule. It's easy to forget that the second October payment is actually for November, and some recipients mistakenly think it's a bonus. Financial experts advise budgeting carefully, as there won't be another payment coming in November. That simple planning step can help ensure you stay on top of bills and expenses during that period. The Treasury's official announcement has brought both relief and uncertainty. For many, it's a welcome step into the modern age, offering convenience and safety. For others, it's a big adjustment that will take time to get used to. But one thing is clear. This change is now official, and it's happening soon. The best thing beneficiaries can do right now is prepare, confirm their payment method, and stay informed through trusted sources. By doing that, everyone can ensure a smooth transition and continue receiving their vital benefits without any disruption. The United States Treasury and the Social Security Administration say they're confident that this shift will make life easier for millions of Americans who depend on SSI and SSDI. With faster, safer, and more reliable payments, beneficiaries can finally have peace of mind knowing their money will arrive on time, every time. So, as this new era begins, remember, no more waiting by the mailbox, no more worrying about stolen checks, and no more delays. The future of Social Security payments is digital, and it's officially here. Stay tuned for more updates as the rollout continues, and make sure to take action now to secure your payment method before the deadline passes. This is the Treasury's big move, and it's set to change how America receives its Social Security benefits forever.